Today, I'm doing my biggest very rare drop trade up video that I've done in a long time. 1,500 very rares all the way up to black markets. We're going for painted octanes, painted standards, and maybe a cheeky dueling dragons. This video costs about 40,000 credits to make, and all I ask is that you please do just drop a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already, because we're very close to 910,000 subscribers, and I would really appreciate it. If you're thinking of getting something from the item shop, be sure to use code PIXELARMY. With that being said, let's get into it right away. There we go, don't need those headphones. Now, this is, like I said, the biggest very rare drop trade up video I've done in a long time, because I typically recently have been doing 1,000 very rare drop items, which is 200 trade ups, and then recently I did one that was just 500 very rare drop items, which is 100 trade ups. This time, as I said, it's 1,500, so oh, that's a good start. There's a Fennec. You can't get them painted, so a Fennec is always welcome in my inventory. So it's 300 trade ups, as you can see there. We've got 311, but some of them we're not going to trade up because there's very rares and stuff I want to keep. So odds are we're going to get a standard and we're going to get an octane. The question is, what color is it going to be? Even though this is a bigger opening than other ones, and with my 200 very rare drop trade up sessions, I set the bar to 1 standard and 1 octane. I'm going to go for more. I'm going to go for 3, I think. Either 2 standards, 1 octane, 3 octanes, 3 standards. I think 3 items that are either a standard or an octane. And with that, we've also got 2 Fennecs. And I want to say at least 2 of the big 5 black markets. The big 5, if I can remember correctly, being Dueling Dragons, Mainframe, Heatwave, Dissolver, and Fire God. Those are the ones from the drop trade-ups that you can get that are quite decent, I would say. There's also Stormwatch, which is pretty good, pretty valuable, but those are the big 5, because if you don't know, with the drop trade ups, you can't get painted items. I was a very lucky guy when I did one of these videos where I got 2 titanium white Dominuses. It's the best trade up video, in my opinion. It's the best trade up video in Rocket League history, because you could only get painted Dominuses in the game for, I think it was a 9-day period in October 2020, and I just so happened to record one of these videos. I didn't know you could get painted Dominuses until I literally got it, which is why the video is so insane. But I got 2 white Dominuses, both titanium white, in that 1 week or so period. So that is why that will always be, in my opinion, the greatest trade-up video in Rocket League history, because it was, you know, I've been doing trade-up videos like this. The very rare drop trade-up system came out nearly 5 years ago. It was August 2017. You could get painted octanes and stuff. I've been doing these videos for 5 years, and to just do a video like that in that 1 week period out of over 250 weeks, to then get 2 titanium white Dominuses is just so unlikely, and I think I'm the only person that did it. I might be the only person in the world that got 2 titanium white Dominuses in trade-ups, because there weren't tons of people doing that many trade-ups in that 1 week period alone, and then it got patched because I think it was an accident. So I think I'm the only person in the world to do that, which is why it'll be the standalone, because realistically, if you look at something that's possible, like getting a white octane, what are the chances that my luck's going to be better than anyone else in the world when you can get it at any given day? Very much slim to none. I could get back-to-back white octane, but I probably won't. But the chances of getting those white Dominuses, very impossible, and I actually managed to do it, and I'm the only one on record that I believe has done it. So that's why that was so insane. But with these ones, you can't get, the reason I was saying that is to basically say why the black markets are the ones we want to get, because you can't get, painted black markets or anything like that. All of these are non-painted. It would be more exciting if they could be painted, because back in the day before, I can't remember which update it was or when, but you could do the import drops, which are like, painted octanes, painted standards if you want, or stuff like Saptorishis or whatever. You could trade them up to get painted exotics. And I'm not talking any exotics. I'm talking black Dices, black Velocis. These used to be insane. I used to do videos trading from import to exotic because they were so exciting, getting black Dices, I got black Striker Velocis once, I'm pretty sure. That's on the channel. But now, none of these are going to be painted from exotic onwards. All the exotics are non-painted, all the black markets are non-painted, and a lot of the imports are non-painted as well. The only things that can come painted in here are the car bodies and the boosts. You can't get painted decals, you can't get painted wheels, you can only get painted cars and painted boosts, to my knowledge. And so far, we've smashed it with the Fennecs, but we haven't really got much else. So let's see if we can get something good with this truncheon stack. I'm thinking maybe, there we go. So there we go. That is an OG import body that you can get painted, and that's where paint does finally come in. But stuff like the pink Roadhog, I probably will be trading it up because I want to go all the way. Twinzer, that doesn't come painted because it's not OG. X-Devil does come painted. Now, if you haven't already done it, go equip the X-Devil and tilt the camera and look at it from a bird's eye view. You'll see something pretty cool. Let me know down in the comments if you've done that or if you've seen it, and it can be our own little secret. So hopefully I've got a few people going over to check out what the X-Devil's saying. But at the moment, we can't be expecting too much in terms of insane luck because it's very rare drop trade-ups at the end of the day, and usually the luck isn't great. But then when I do stuff like this, and I do streak of how many trade-ups have I done? So I've done like 60, 70 trade-ups already, and we haven't got a painted Octane or painted Standard. And that's why clips when people, you know, open a rare drop and get white Octane, or just do a trade-up and get white Octane, why they're so insane. I feel like I'm the person that kind of shows people how likely it is to get something good in these trade-ups, and the answer is not very likely at all. And it's certainly, from a financial point of view, I guess you could say, not worth the credits I sort of spent on it. Because I traded, it's about 27,000 credits for 1,000 very rares. So it was 40,500 credits, I think it was, for this video alone. Are we going to get that much worth in items? No, we're really not. Unless we get like 6 or 7 white Octanes and a bunch of other stuff. With the price of items these days, it's not going to be worth it. So, although actually I think the white Octane might have gone up in value a bit. So maybe only 4 white Octanes. And there's a white Flamethrower. That's probably the coolest thing we've got today. I saw that in a pick a clip, like, for the first time, how it actually looks. Ooh, Lime Standard. There's one of the 3. That's pretty good. Titanium White Flamethrower is a small little dub as well. Black Flamethrower, again, looks very cool. I do think Flamethrower is the kind of item, though, that lends itself to the sort of placebo heavy kind of car effect, because it's quite like a chunky sort of boost is the only way I can really describe it. Some people would feel slow using it as opposed to, say, using the alpha boost or the standard, for example. So now let's run it back with the Toon Smoke. I can see in the bottom right, as you can see, Zavok's playing Fall Guys. I love me some Fall Guys. I actually played it today, hopped on for one solo game, got myself a dub. Full Mountain, genuinely, you know when you have a perfect run on Full Mountain and you just dust the competition? I did exactly that. I also won a game of Fall Guys on stream, and I've never been more tempted than now, I would say, to possibly do a video on a different game that isn't Rocket League than I have Fall Guys. I would try and make it so it's wins only. There's another OG painted car for you. So that in my videos, you only see the wins and the good bits and the highlights and the funny moments. Let me know down in the comments what you would... You know, what you would think about that. I know that the problem is, I know for a fact, obviously, less people are going to watch that video. And that means that YouTube's going to look at that and be like, man, this video might not be very good. And then it would not perform very well. Maybe I make a second channel. Maybe I make a shorts channel. I do like the idea of posting shorts onto YouTube. I've just never really figured out how to do it or anything like that. We've got a Crimson Venom, a Krenum. It's not bad. We're not even halfway through yet. So the fact that we haven't had an Octane is not the end of the world. Goop Gang. Shout out Goop Gang. Shout out to Samsung Smart Fridge Gang. If there's anyone still watching me on a fridge, can't believe that. When I saw that comment, I was like, that's actually insane. The fact that some people don't... Because me, when I watch YouTube, it is 99% of the time, it's on my mobile phone. And, but, you know, there's people that watch me on their games consoles, people that watch me on their phone, but on the toilet. Shout out to the Toilet Gang. I'm a big member of Toilet Gang, to be fair, because it's just comfortable. I think it's no longer taboo to say that you go on your phone on the toilet. It used to be considered a bit weird, I think. But now, everyone does it, and it is what it is. But there's people watching me on their TV, on iPads, with their family. Bro, when I get comments of people saying that you're watching with your family, that makes me... so happy. I really appreciate that. So if that's you and you're watching with your family, you look to your left, you look to your right, your family's there, your pet's there. A lot of animals apparently enjoy my videos by the looks of things. Thank you. I sincerely do appreciate it. And, ooh, Sky Blue Flamethrower, I hope you are and have been enjoying the content. We got a Burnt Sienna Merc, another OG. So we're slowly, with these amount of trade-ups... Oh, Burnt Sienna Standard. That's 2 out of 3. I'd want it to be Octane biased, but it looks like Standard is the day-to-day. We're slowly working our way through the old import bodies. We've had Merc, X-Devil, Venom. We just need the Breakout and the Octane. And I think over the course of 300 trade-ups, you should expect to get, just on averages alone, 1 of each. So, obviously, it's no more likely that I'm going to get an Octane now than if I got a few Octanes earlier, as opposed to getting none, because that's not how it works. Each individual trade-up is the same unlikelihood of getting a white Octane. But over the course of multiple trade-ups, you'd expect to, you know, get at least one of every kind of one. A lime standard. We've got 3. We're halfway through, and we've got the 3 we required. Well, can we go big and say 3 more? And maybe now that we've had 3 standards, we can get 3 octanes? Because I feel like, personally, 3 shots, if you're guaranteed 3 octanes, that's not a bad chance at a titanium white. That's like a 1 in 4, which is not likely, but it's not impossible. You know, we've seen way more crazy things than... I mean, every trade-up in itself is less likely than a 1 in 4. Like, to get a triplex is way less likely than 1 in 4, just because of how many items there are in the pool of items you can get. So, any one specific item that you get, if you're trying to get it, is unlikely. But the fact that it's an octane and the fact that it's then painted a particular color, of course, makes it a little bit more unlikely, or a lot more. Pink flamethrower. I think through this series as well, I have actually got maybe the entire flamethrower set. See, getting a sky blue venom, that's just as unlikely as getting a white mainframe. And I think we've got it twice. White mainframe, white octane. And I think we've got it twice today. So, unfortunately, we're not going for the sky blue venom. We're going for the titanium white octane. Or maybe I should tell Psionics, hey, you know what? I don't want a white octane. Don't give me any painted octanes. Give it the old reverse psychology. Oh, that one always stings when it is an OG body, just like the octane. And it's titanium white. It's like in my recent video where I was going for a titanium white Zombie and a golden egg trade up, and I got a titanium white ARA. The right series, right rarity, it's a wheel, it's the right color, but it's just the wrong type of wheel. So I do think we are still going to get 1 octane. There's a paladin. I can't remember if that's OG or if that got added into the rotation later, because in my head I don't recall seeing paladin on my screen as much as the others. It might very well be OG and I could be waffling, but I definitely remember the likes of the X-Devil, the Venom, the Roadhog, the Breakout. They came up a lot more when it was OG. And I do want to address, I get a lot of comments on some of my old trade-up videos saying, hang on a minute, how is it always painted? Back in the day, before the update, the trade-up update that ruined the luck in these, which I think, now that I think about it, was when it went free-to-play in September 2020. Before that update, every very rare to import trade-up, so just one of these, was guaranteed to be painted. I wasn't just super lucky, it was guaranteed paint. Whether that was a boost, a car, I can't remember if there were wheels, but it was always painted. It was just a matter of what color you get. And that's why I had videos back then of me getting genuinely like 2 white octanes in 2 minutes or 3 white octanes in 1 video. It got to the point where I was doing trade-up videos of this size and I'd go in pretty much guaranteeing a white octane. These numbers I'm about to say might surprise you, but back then, when I was doing trade-up videos this big, I was averaging about 6 painted octanes an episode. And I went for about a month streak of like 5 videos where I got at least 1 white octane every single video. Now, we're lucky if we get 1 octane per video. But back then, you know, you would, and I say 6 on average, there was some videos where I got over 10 painted octanes. There's the Breakout, purple Breakout. So now, I think the only car we're waiting on actually might be the octane. And we're about 2/3 of the way through, just under 100 trade-ups left to go, and still nothing. We've had the 3 standards or octanes that we wanted, but really I was hoping that it would be slightly more biased to the octane. And the colors weren't great. 2 limes and a burnt sienna is not what you want when it comes to the colors of these items. So if we can just Rocket League, I'm going back to my old ways. If you could just give me an octane, that would be fabulous. I would love to do some stuff like superstitions, hydration trade-ups, you know, no reaction trade-ups. But the chance of getting something is so low, there's really no point. But you know what? We'll do it. For this Reaper stack here, we're going to do 5 no reaction trade-ups in a row. So I'm just going to say it beforehand each time, see if we can create some kind of cool clips. So, no reaction trade-up. Hopefully we get something good. Okay, now we go again. All right, no reaction trade-up. Okay, now we go again. See, it's long. Here we go for the no reaction trade-up. Oh my gosh, it's taking so long. I'll stop doing no reactions, then I'll get something sick, won't I? Here we go. Time for a no reaction trade-up. All right, we're going to do it. A no reaction trade-up. And that's why I don't do superstitions for these videos. Maybe for the black market trade-ups, I could do a no reaction. I think that would be quite cool because you're guaranteed to get at least the black market, so it might be good. But in terms of getting something worth freaking out about that would therefore be funny if you had to do a no reaction trade-up, it's so unlikely. So unlikely. And the fact that we've done so many trade-ups, and this is the biggest video I've done of this kind in a while, and we haven't got a single octane so far, is actually mental. I don't even care if it's white anymore. I just want an octane. I want to see that it's possible, game, because right now, we're getting absolutely shafted. I think we've had every other car in the game. Oh! You know what? I literally just said I don't care about the color. And then I saw that. I got hyped because I thought it matched the shirt. I thought we got the Croctane. We got ourselves an Octane finally. It's nice to see, but it is the worst color. We literally got Burnt Sienna Standard and Burnt Sienna Octane. But I can't complain. Maybe I set the bar too low. I said 3 of Standards are Octanes, and I've got 4. And that includes a Standard and an Octane. It just so happens that Burnt Sienna made up 50% of the painted color of those items, which is very rare. And again, Burnt Sienna Octane, just as unlikely as a white Octane. It's just not the color anybody wants. I'm sure there are people out there with great designer capabilities that could make a cool Burnt Sienna Octane car. I am not one of those people. I'm colorblind. I do what I can making cars that are titanium white look good because there's not many colors involved, but you start throwing in Burnt Sienna to the mix, I'm absolutely lost. So how many trade-ups do we have? Still got about 50 or so trade-ups to go, just under, which is okay. It's still a decent chunk. I think there's one more Octane or Standard in this bunch, and that doesn't fill me with confidence because I'd like to say I guarantee there's an Octane coming up. Like I did at the start of this video, I said I'm pretty much guaranteeing at least an Octane in this video. Unfortunately, when that Octane finally rolled around, it was in fact Burnt Sienna. I tell you what I'm going to do. Instead of just waffling through all these, I'm going to try and see if I can coax the game into giving me something good. I'll do best items only. And with this, that is literally an Octane or a Standard. So I'm not going to show you all these trade-ups. If you don't see any more and I get straight to the exotic to black market trade-ups, it means we got nothing. But maybe, just maybe, in a couple seconds, you'll see an Octane or a Standard. So drop a like. Let's go. All right, we're down to the final stack. 8 more trade-ups. We did get a Burnt Sienna Flamethrower. I was going to show you that because that's just kind of funny because we keep getting, Burnt Sienna items. The best 3 you can get in these trade-ups, I would say, like, items-wise, are Octane, Standards, and then Flamethrower. And the fact that we got them all, and got them all in Burnt Sienna, and not much else, is not great. We did get the white Flamethrower, so there's that. But it looks like we're going to chalk this video up to an L where I might have to try again another time. So I'll see you when we get to the exotic to black market trade-ups. We could salvage this. All right, so here we go. This is actually one of my biggest black market drop trade-up videos that I've done in a while. We've got over 10 black markets to get here, so we might as well just smash through it. We're going to start off with a no reaction trade-up because, as we know, these always bring out bangers. Unfortunately, that cannot be painted, so not as hype as when it could be painted. There's a wet paint, and it cannot be lime painted, which is good. If you guys don't know, my account is apparently cursed with lime wet paint. It's all I get. Polypop, I don't know if that can be painted in trade-ups or anything at all, other than the item shop, so that's pretty cool. A Heatwave, and we are still in a Heatwave in the UK, and there it is. Looking good, feeling very, very warm, but we move on. That is one of the big 5. That's it. I've actually just realized I've got my requirements. Maybe I set the bar too low. I was like 3 of Standards or Octanes. We got 4 and 1 of the big 5. We've got at least 1 with that Heatwave. So there we go. Good stuff. Now we got another Sub-Zero. Again, not great because it's not painted. Another Heatwave. Oh my goodness. That's actually sick. We've superseded. We've gone past my expectations in the black market, and in a weird way, in a bit of an L way, the very rare trade up department. Another Toon, Heatwave Toon combo is very strong. Come on now. Shattered, not great in the sense that it can't be painted. One more. Streamline. Oh, I might trade up the wait, what do we have here? Bang. Oh, they're archived. They're fully archived. Do I trade up the white ARAs with the hopes that it might get us a painted one? You know what? It's worth a shout. I'm not going to use them. I'm not going to use the black loopers either. Let's really try our best to make it a golden egg 22. Come on! It is golden egg 22, I think. Maybe, but it can't be painted. Let me just check that parallax. That was a bit of an L. Black loopers, rest in peace. I'm so sorry. I'll open more golden eggs. I'll get you back. We got it. It was golden egg 22. That could have been a painted slipstream. But unfortunately, it was a parallax. But hey, there's some good stuff we got there. Heat waves. That is absolutely sick. As you can see, I don't have many of them. They're very valuable. But do we... Well, there's a few there. What do we have here? If we go to trade-ups here, show archives, I cannot trade up the white hypnotics, I don't think. So I'll leave that for another video. So, small dub or small L? You decide. Let me know in the comments. Nevertheless, that is going to do it for this video. If you did enjoy, please do drop a like. And if you haven't already, even if you didn't enjoy that much, please just drop a like. It cost us 40,000 credits. We didn't make it back. That is going to do it from me. I've been Pixel. You've been awesome. Subscribe down below to join the Pixel Army. And I'll see you in the next video very soon.
niggas throwing shade, never pick me, not an issue. I am a beast, I'm at the top, I run these beats, I hold my spot, so stop before it hits you. It's pick a pixel.